Alright, hi everyone. So today's lesson is on paraphrase, how to paraphrase. So students normally get confused. How can you paraphrase? Okay, you confuse that is it summarizing or is it paraphrasing? No, both are very different ways. Okay, so summary, it is more like you taking all the ideas, okay, from the original text, and you just state all the main points. You exclude all the examples, elaborations, facts, and everything. Just take the points. That is summary without changing anything. That is summary. Okay, but in order for you to summarize, you also need to know how to paraphrase, which is you change the sentence into your own word, because you cannot copy paste word by word when you summarize. Okay, because when you take word by word, it becomes plagiarizing. So you know that plagiarizing is one of the serious action, okay, serious method, especially in university. Okay, so now there are four strategies for you to paraphrase, which is you change the sentence into your own word. That is paraphrasing without changing the meaning of the idea. So there are four strategies to paraphrase. First is change active voice to passive voice. Second, synonym. Three, changing sentence patterns. Four, revising the order of ideas. Okay, so there are four strategies. So change active voice to passive voice. Okay, this is very simple. Okay, this is the first example. This is the original one. Okay, Dr. Ishtiaq conducted a research on dyslexia. You normally change the verb from active to passive. So this is active verb. So when you paraphrase, a study on learning disability, dyslexia, was carried out by Dr. Ishtiaq, which is you put the subject towards the end. Okay. So was carried out is the keywords for passive voice, which is you need to change the verb. Was carried out, uh, was, for example, was helped by someone. Okay, so this is one of the strategies. Second strategy, synonyms. Okay, you know what is synonyms, right? So which is a word that has similar meaning with another word. So these are the three example: assist, beauty, aid, enhance, search and seek, which is they have the same meaning. You can use cluster of words or phrases which convey the same meaning as the original word. So let's see the two examples below. My house requires a fresh coat of paint. This is the original sentence. So instead of using the verb requires and fresh coat, you change to my home. Okay, instead of using house, you change to home. Requires, you change to needs. A new layer. It is the original sentence is fresh coat. A new layer of paint. This is the paraphrase sentence. As easy as that. My home needs a new layer of paint. Then it is a very well paraphrased word in a very simple way. Okay. Second, the majority of the participants are men. That is the original sentence. More than half of the participants are men. Or you can say are male. Or most of the participants are male. Okay. So that is paraphrase. Enough. Okay. Next, changing sentence pattern. Understanding sentence pattern. So there are few sentence pattern that you need to know, which is simple sentences, compound sentences, um, complex sentences, compound complex sentences. So what are they? Okay, this is the most common one that student of course will know, which is a subject verb object. A simple sentence that contains a subject and a verb. It expresses a complete thought. Example, Nick and Emret conducted the research last year. Okay, subject, verb, object. Conducted is the verb. So next, compound sentences. A compound sentences has two independent clauses in the sentence. Independent clauses, what does it mean by independent clauses? Which is the sentence can actually stand on its own, but it is connected with and. For example, the student has 2 degrees. The word can stand on its own, so that is independent clause. But if you put and continue with another sentence, and he plans to obtain a professional certificate. Now it becomes compound sentences because he plans to obtain a professional certificate. all right, also is actually also an independent clause that can stand on its own. So when you combine both, now it becomes compound sentences instead of simple sentences. So next, complex sentences. A complex sentence has one independent clause and another one more is dependent clause. Okay, what is dependent clause? Which is it cannot stand on its own. It needs to always rely on the independent clause. If it stands on its own, it has no meaning. All right. So this is it. Although they attended my graduation, they forgot to buy a bouquet of flowers for me. Okay, which one is the independent clause? They forgot to buy a bouquet of flowers for me. That is independent clause. Although they attended my graduation, okay, it's hanging. So that is why that is dependent clause. It needs another sentence for us to understand what is the idea. All right. So compound complex sentences. This is a combination of compound complex sentences. A compound complex sentence consists of two independent clauses and one or more dependent clause. It depends, but normally it has two independent clauses. For example, we believe that the wedding is beautiful, but our parents who disagree with garden weddings are disappointed with the occasion. We believe that the wedding is beautiful. That is independent clause. It can stand on its own. Second one, our parents are disappointed with the occasion. That also can stand on its own. So which sentence cannot stand on its own? It needs to depend on the other clause. It is the who disagree with garden wedding. That is dependent clause. Okay. So this is how you can know. Oh, this is when you start writing. You know. When you write, this is complex sentence. Oh, if it is very simple, this is simple sentence. When you combine two sentences, it is compound sentence. As easy as that. All right. So next. This is the original sentence. Although they attended my graduation, they forgot to buy me a bouquet of flowers for me. Okay, so paraphrased sentence which has the same meaning. They came to my convocation. Graduation changed to convocation. However, it slipped their minds. Instead of saying, "Oh, I forgot." "Oh, sorry, it slipped my mind." Okay, to purchase, to buy, you change to purchase a bunch of flowers for me, a bouquet of flowers for me. Same meaning. Last strategy, revising the order of ideas. Okay, so this is one of the example. The most significant cause of baby dumping is family breakups. Okay, most significant. Okay, most, which is you want to say that one of the most major cause. The second most significant cause is the lack of religious convictions. Lastly, the third major cause is social stigma. So how can you revise the order of the idea into your own sentence and you paraphrase it? Okay, this is the paraphrase text, which is on the right. There are three major factors contributing to baby dumping. Full stop. It should have full stop there. The least important factor is social stigma, followed by the second factor, which is poor religious convictions. You see, you actually combine both sentence. This is compound sentence. Okay, both are independent clause followed by the second factors. Okay, this is compound sentence. The third and most important factor is family breakups. Both have the same meaning, but then it is in different way of writing. So this is very important. All the four steps. I really hope you remember all these four steps because this will help you in your writing, both for reading reflection and as well as for your academic paper. Okay, that is all. Thank you.